I don't even know where to start. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mad Marlin. And I don't even know where to start, so I'm going to start like this. I've been driving Uber for about 3 weeks. Yeah, say what you want. So last week, a Uber impersonator called me and told me that a rider said that I was the wrong driver. Why would they get in my car and continue with the ride? I have no idea. The Uber impersonator, alleged scammer, told me that I needed to be re-verified and that he needed to set me up for an Uber Pro card. And it sounded kind of sketchy, but he was walking me through the app, telling me what to hit. He even gave me the name of the last passenger that I gave a ride. So he set me up for an Uber Pro card, and I'm saying, hey, I don't want an Uber Pro card. I want to get paid directly through my bank account. He's like, oh no, we got to do this, we got to do that. And keep in mind, he was very aggressive. I even complained and asked for a senior supervisor, and the senior supervisor took over. But in hindsight, I think it was 2 people in on the scam. So they set me up for an Uber Pro card and told me that my earnings would be delayed. If you drive for Uber, you know you get paid on Monday or Tuesday. So I'm complaining about my earnings from the week of July 6th to July 12th. That's been stolen, scammed away from me. This fake Uber scammer called me the week of July 12th. He called me that Sunday. Sunday or Saturday, and told me I need to be re-verified and all this and all that. So here it is, the weekend just passed, right? I was supposed to get paid for the previous week, July 6th to July 12th. Now I'm 2 weeks worth of earnings behind because of the previous week. I'm complaining about the week before that. And this is what I don't get. How is it possible to work for a company in America, work, and still get scammed out of your wages? I can see, like, if Uber was a human being, like McDonald's didn't pay me or General Motors didn't pay me, but Uber, if you drive for Uber, you're going through an app, and when you first set it up, you kind of sketchy, but after you start driving for Uber, you getting paid, you're like, oh, it's safe. Now here it is, I'm missing 2 weeks of earnings. I've been on the phone, emailing, talking to robots. I even Googled, what do you do if you get scammed by Uber? The Google results said, oh, there is a such thing as people calling, acting like Uber representatives. Nobody, absolutely nobody has helped me. So what do? I just swallow that. I got screenshots. The Uber robots keep telling me in a text message and Uber support, I'm like, I don't know if I'm talking to a robot or a human. They keep telling me that we see the money's been deposited. And I'm like, I don't give a shit what you see on your end. I got bank statements showing that Uber hasn't paid me anything since 2 weeks ago. And I'm on Twitter X right now, coming to the American people asking, what do I do? Do I go postal like? Because never in my life have I felt the way I feel, anxiety. I used to laugh at people who say they have an anxiety attack. But for the past 2 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, now it's Tuesday, and nobody can help me. But if I go postal, if I drive to Uber's head office and go white guy, the newsline would read, guy goes postal because he was scammed out of his Uber earnings and nobody could help. Can somebody bring Trump? The Department of the Justice Systems. I got screenshot. This is not an attempt to go viral for likes and views. I am an American citizen. I got bills to pay, phone bill, car note, child support. Child support? Yes. I got $3,000 worth of expenses every month that gotta be paid, brother. I recently lost my job. Okay, I accept the responsibilities for that. So I got with Uber. I've been driving Uber to, get my mind a rest from the traditional. I got side hustles. But my base source of income has been a 9 to 5. And I lost that recently. And that's okay. I was fired from a job of 20 years. It's okay. I accept responsibility. I'll bounce back. Oh, let me drive for Uber for a month or two just to give me some time to breathe and still stack money. But no. Just last week, an Uber impersonator called me and he sounded so clear, so professional. He said an Uber rider said that you were the wrong driver. And I'm like, why would they even get in the car if I'm the wrong driver? He said, yeah, this happens sometimes. What we're going to have to do, we're going to have to get you re-verified, set you up for an Uber Pro card. So I'm going to need you to go into your app. I'm going to need you to touch this, do this, do this, do this, do this. And I'm saying, hey, man, slow down, brother. You're going too fast for me. He said, I know, but just... And I was saying, hey, man, slow down. I was like, man, give me a supervisor to speak to right now. Right now. So a supervisor gets on the phone and he sounds exactly like the guy that just got off. And I'm like, oh, is this the Twilight Zone? Donald Trump. At the real Donald Trump. Can you help me, brother? Can you help me, brother? I got bills to pay. How is it possible that you can have a company in America, Uber? If you drive for Uber, you know that everything is done through an app. And why doesn't Uber let us know that, hey, we got people out there who can impersonate us? And how does an Uber scammer, how does he know how to maneuver through the app? Oh, God.